Hello everyone, welcome to Budget Scenery Workshop. This week's build, I'm going to show you how to make some cheap and easy river sections. I'm also going to show you how to make a bridge. So let's get started. Hello folks. So first of all, the shape wasn't terribly important. You've all seen a bridge. So as long as it goes over a river and you make it do that, you're halfway there. So that's the only reason I decided not to include most of that. So with that being said, I cut out the basic bridge shape of foam core board. Then for the arch of the bridge itself, I just use thin cardstock from a cereal box. Then with some cheap modelling putty, I moulded up the banks and made it look like mud has been crushed up against the walls. Then I just smoothed it all down with a little bit of water. Then I wanted some supports for the sides, so with some scrap XPS, that's what I did here. Then I just roughed them up with my fingernail, just by removing random bits and pieces. Then they were glued into place. So I'd just like to take this time to thank Tabletop Generals for this week's build suggestion. If you have a build request, please do drop it in the comments. So still, I had lots and lots of XPS bricks left, so I added them along the top. And these, I'm making the actual river sections here. And these were 3 by 8 inches, and again more modelling clay for the banks, just glued down. Everyone's favourite part here, long since run out of Mod Podge, so this is just PVA and black paint, but it works. For the water I just used cheap poster paint for the base. Then I wanted some reeds, so all I did was just get a old hand brush, cut off some bristles and hot glued them together. Then with a slightly lighter acrylic blue, I stippled on a rough texture, and I did the same with the banks in a green. And here I'm just sticking on the reeds. I really like these reeds. I mean, I sprayed them brown so they weren't white like my pond build. And for the mud, I just stippled on a bit of brown, just to break up the blue texture here. Blue colour, I mean. And around the edges, I just made it look as if the water was crashing up by stippling on some white. Then after spraying the bridge light grey, I just dry brushed it with a darker grey. Then with a sponge I just dabbed on some brown to make it look well worn. Now this is this is my favourite part. I think it's just really relaxing, getting to the flocking stage. Then I just give the stones a coat of grey. Then just a lighter grey dry brush over the top. And here is the final result. And there we go folks. That is this build done with. The original, this bridge was just something I wanted to work on. And as you can see, instead of dry brushing, all I used was my just sponge dabbing on technique. And I found, much like dry brushing, it just captures the highlights, like the edges and stuff. So yeah, it's a cool way to get a kind of dry brushing effect without, a dry brush. With just something, a little experiment I started a little while ago. But the river sections I really like. As you can see, they all join up. I'll just have a little rearrange. So yeah, these are to go with my road sections. So I'll just put it here, and I will get a section of road. Yeah, as you can see, it turned out really well. I decided not to wait until my resin arrived, just purely because I'm sure a lot of you don't have resin. So I wanted to show you a quick and easy way of how to get a water-like effect without it being all shiny. One thing I will say, if you have varnish, you can just spray it on at this point. That will make the water shine, but a gloss varnish obviously. But yeah, I'm happy with the bridge, I'm happy with the river sections. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you to Tabletop Generals for this week's build suggestion. And the way I am doing it now, if you haven't seen my previous comment or the comment in my discussion tab, just check that out. The way I'm doing it, I'm not doing a separate video for picking, planning and shout out. Instead, I am just combining it all into one video, just so everything runs a lot smoother. But if you don't see a video on Monday, don't be alarmed. That just means you've caught up, and I am now doing it the new way. So instead, like at the start of this video, I will be, just doing the planning, and I will include it in the build instead of it being a separate one. I'm probably making it sound a lot more complicated than it is. Anyway, just let me know in the comments what you think. Please do subscribe, and if you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is through Patreon. I suggest you check out those benefits, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.